Welcome to Let's Talk Context, episode 26. I'm Ethleen, and it seems like this week just would not end. It felt like this week lasted forever. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, were you kind of like dragging along this week? I felt like I was dragging this week. It was a long week. Anyway, have you seen the new activities on our platforms? If you haven't, then you may want to go check out another platform to see what we have in store, what the new stuff that we've created, the new content. And definitely, I encourage you to engage because we created it for you and we want to hear some feedback and make it more interactive. Stay tuned because I have some awesome, wonderful, fantastic news that you don't want to miss. So definitely, I encourage you to stick around until the end of the show. Let's begin with the word of the day. Anyone who's new, the word of the day contest is basically we are going to go through a word of the day. And your job, if you want to participate in the contest, is to write a sentence using that word of the day. And if your sentence is correct, then you will receive points towards being considered to be part of the contest. And so let's go ahead and go through our word of the day. It is the word dwell. It's a verb. And typically we think about the word dwell to mean to live somewhere. But in this instance for today, we're going to look at the word dwell to mean to spend an extended period of time on something or to remain in something. So my sample sentence is, I wish you wouldn't dwell on the fact that I was late. I'm here now. So I wish you wouldn't spend an extended period of time thinking about the fact or talking about the fact that I was late because I'm here. Like, let it go. All right, so if you want to enter the contest, go ahead and write your sample sentence in the comment section. And what you can do is you can go back through the lives and you can write sample sentences for those past words. And if you do 10, you will be entered to win one of two $25 Amazon gift cards or a $25 bank deposit into your account. Here's the deal. The contest ends September 30th. So there's still time between now and the 30th to go ahead and write your sentences to be considered for the winner to win the $25 prize. So if you haven't been doing your sentences so far, that's totally okay. Go back and start writing those sentences and you will be entered to be considered to win. And let's move on. So here's the news. Next month is our 5-year anniversary. Speak Right Play has been around for 5 years now as a company, as a business. And so we'll be celebrating all month long, which means definitely follow us to see how and what goodies we have to offer. The first goodie, are you ready? We are launching an online store. So if you like the content you see, I say this all the time. I feel like I say it all the time. If you like the content you see on our platforms, on our social media platforms, you are going to love what you see in the store. You're going to love the activities, the exercises. So the content is for ESL teachers, ESL learners, ELA teachers. Like we've got grammar, phrasal verbs, idioms. I've written some content that you're going to love because it's going to help you really understand phrasal verbs, idioms, collocations, all of that. So definitely check it out and be on the lookout for the announcement for when the store launches. Okay, so let's talk about daily habits for reaching goals. This is probably a topic that a lot of people have been discussing lately, and I think it's just because goal setting is so important. Yes, there's a period of time and period in life where we kind of should just do what we want to do and not really like stick to an agenda or a script. But I feel like when we have goals, then we are able to really see where we're headed, where we're trying to go, and we take steps to get to that place. So I purposely didn't write daily habits for reaching your English goals because I think that these things that we're going to talk about, these habits, they can be applied to life outside of English learning. So, the first thing, write down your goals. There's something about being able to visually see things on paper or on a screen. I prefer to write it down like pen and paper, but you can also type it on a computer screen or on your tablet. But have it so that it's visual. You can see where it is you're trying to go or get to, what goal you're trying to reach. Then make a to do list. Every week, every Sunday, I'm in the habit of writing down all the things I'm supposed to do for the week, or I try to remember as much as possible. And so I have that visual reminder of what I'm trying to accomplish this week or what I'm trying to accomplish on specific days of the week, just to kind of help me to focus my attention and understand what it is that I'm trying to do when I'm trying to do it. Next, wake up early. Now, I know for some of us this can be a challenge, right? But if you think about it, if we don't sleep in, we're able to maximize all the hours that we get in a day. And so there's a difference between me waking up at 11 o'clock in the morning versus maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. When I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I have enough time to do everything I need to do to fully prepare myself for the day ahead. So I strongly urge you, let's wake up early to achieve these goals, to get in the habit of waking up early. Next is exercise. Now, we talked about exercise before, and we've talked about, going to the gym. Exercise is not necessarily going to the gym and getting a workout that way on a machine or with weights or anything. Exercise can be walking, it can be yoga or Pilates, or it can be meditating, right? It's something that you do to help clear your mind, to help reduce stress, to really assist you in focusing on what's going on. And so I highly, highly encourage you to exercise, some form of exercise. I go to the gym and I run, or I use the elliptical machine. I'm not really big on like yoga and Pilates, but I do stretch. If I can't make it to the gym on the days when I don't go, I stretch. And it's just because I'm not thinking, my mind isn't running with, the things I have to do for the day. It helps me kind of clear my thoughts and just be intentional to live in that moment. So that's a really good habit to help you reach your goals, just to not constantly like have to stress and worry. Then break your goals down into smaller steps, into smaller pieces. If your goal is something huge, then you can break it down. Okay, say on Monday I'm going to do this. On Tuesday I'll do this. On Wednesday I'll do that. And when you break up your goals down into smaller pieces, it allows you to really see what it is you're trying to get done and what's necessary to do it, as well as it allows you enough time so you're not completely overwhelmed by this huge task. And so if you just do a little small piece daily, it helps you with discipline. You're forced to carve out time to do that thing, and it helps you so that you don't become too overwhelmed emotionally or mentally. So those are like really the things that I kind of do daily to reach my goals. If you have any other tips that you would like to suggest, feel free to write them in the comment section. And we're going to move on. So, around the world. Now, this is an around the world topic that makes me really happy. It makes my heart smile because I think that in the US, this particular demographic of people are not necessarily always treated well. And so basically I was on BBC, and I'm going to put the article in the link to the article in the description, but it was a video produced by Daniel South on the California wildfires. Now, what's been happening over the last several years is to fight these wildfires, California has actually gotten prisoners to fight the fires. They've become firefighters. And there was a bill that will possibly make it easier for firefighters, or make it possible, really, for those prisoners who have been helping to fight these wildfires in California when they get out of prison, once their sentence is over, to become firefighters as in real life as their jobs. And it's a huge deal because these men primarily have been fighting these fires. They've been learning this trade, but because they are felons, they could not become actual firefighters. That's one of the requirements to becoming a firefighter. You cannot be a felon. But with this bill, if they're, released and they're on good terms and everything is right, they meet all the requirements, they can potentially get jobs as firefighters. And finding a job after being in prison is ridiculously hard. It's so challenging. And so I think that this is a huge step in the right direction because these men have the experience. So they should be compensated. They should be able to get a job doing this if this is what they want to do for the rest of their lives. So tell me your thoughts. What do you think about that? And we can talk about it. Well, thank you all so much for watching. These live streams kind of came about just as a way for you to hear real English conversation around topics and to kind of see how a native speaker or how someone would typically use words to talk about these topics and these ideas and all of that. And so I want to thank you so much for watching. This is our last live stream, our last scheduled live stream. Now, I or someone else on our team might go live in the future, but this will be the last scheduled live stream. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Speak Right Play. Thank you for following us on social media. The weekly videos will continue, so that's not going to change, but the lives are over. So again, thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.